are we talking shit or no?
Yeah, we're talking shit. Are you kidding? Yesterday we showed each other our boobs.
No, he broke my heart, but it's okay.
Hello guys, long time no talk. I know, I haven't been filming videos in LA, but it's fine. I'm here now with my new roommate. Last time I talked to you guys, Alex was my roommate. She's out, Sahar's in.
I'm actually Alex. I just transformed.
She got face surgery. This is Alex.
Hey guys, it's Alex Porra. Ooh, no.
Sahar's not a singer, she's a TikTok star. Fellow Taylor Swift stan, and she's a little boy crazy. You know it's true.
A little bit.
Anyways, we are here to give you some advice, because I feel like that's what you do on TikTok a lot, is you give advice.
I do a lot of advice. Very good advice too, I will say that.
I feel like we give good advice, our lives are a little bit in shambles.
We give good advice, but we never take it.
Yeah, I'm actually doing really well.
Me too, I'm living life. Okay. I don't have any boys. Well, this trip
I have a boyfriend. Update, I have a boyfriend.
Like a full one.
No, I don't. But like, I kind of do.
She kind of does. I would say that was like your relationship for this trip. A fling.
Yeah, like a nice like 3-week relationship.
It's giving like wildest dreams.
So anyways, we'll spill a little tea on that because we did also go on a double date.
Coffee on that?
Oh yeah, we'll spill a little coffee.
Coffee! Spilling the coffee!
Anyways, normally I ask you guys for questions, but today I decided to switch it up and do topics instead because we don't have the charcuterie board, we don't have the wine. This is like a daytime, like, coffee talk show.
Mature brunch with coffee.
Exactly. The vibes are different, so we're doing it a little differently. But anyways, I did ask you guys for topics, so if you ever want to be a part of that, go on my Instagram at Brianna Renee and you can contribute to the next one. Anyways, let's help all of you struggling people.
And us.
With our expert advice.
With us being perfectly put together, no issues, no nothing. Should we bring up the double date first? Because I want to talk about it. Oh wait, are we talking shit or no?
Yeah, we're talking shit. Are you kidding? Do I like this man? Yeah, a little. I like you guys more, so I'm gonna spill the tea. Let's talk about our double date.
So this is Brianna setting this up because she has been dating a man for the past 2 weeks.
I've been seeing someone, and he has this friend who is very tall, quite attractive. I met him briefly, and I was like, you know who would be good for this guy? Sahar.
And I won't lie, we did look good together.
You did, honestly you did. And like, so at first, like, me and this guy were kind of playing matchmaker. We like sent a photo of Sahar to him and like he thought she was cute. There's a little bit of an age difference. She's 22, he's 30.
Listen, that's a very big age difference for me. I have a 2-year rule, okay? I can go 2 years.
My guy's 29 and I'm 24, so it's like, it's more okay.
Better. Yeah, Brianna's older than me and he's younger than the other guy, so it kind of works. But I'm like, I think 22 and 30 are such a huge age gap.
I was like, more so, I wasn't expecting you guys to fall in love. I just thought it would be like a fun little group hang.
And it was, to an extent.
It was in the beginning.
Yeah, so, but I thought he was cute, he was cool, whatever. But, you know, I'm 22 and he's 30, so.
No, but so initially we went bowling and the vibes were good.
It was good, it was fun. I thought it was good.
And
I thought we were having a great time.
No, he was having fun too at that point.
I thought we were having an incredible time.
We were having a good time.
We were having a great time.
No, they were having a good time too.
Maybe one of them were.
No, he liked you at that point.
Oh, okay, well, I thought we had good banter, okay? We had good teaseful back and forth, but we're gonna get back to this too because y'all are gonna be shook when you hear what actually happened. And I really liked her guy too. Literally after we went bowling, then we did pool, and I literally was like, oh, I really liked him. He was really nice.
Which is crazy for me because my friends never like the guys I talk to.
I like a guy for my friends who can command a room. Do you know what I mean? Like he was taking care of everybody, he was making sure everybody was good, he was keeping like all the conversations with everybody like very fun. Like he was like the glue of the group. Do you know what I mean?
He also paid for everything, which we love. Okay, wait, we need nicknames for them because we keep saying your guy, my guy, but I feel like it gets confusing. Let's nickname my guy.
Do we do 30 and 29?
Yours can be the 30-year-old.
We can just say 30?
I'm gonna call mine, what should I call him? Let's call him the actor, because he's an actor.
Actor and her were being so coupley, and I was like screaming on the inside watching this happen. And at this point, me and 30 are getting along really great, so I was like, yo, this is such a cute vibe. Like,
no, it was good. After bowling, we go to this party, and I'm like telling my guy, like, oh, I'll see you like later, hee hee.
Y'all know what that hee hee meant.
After the party, I like text him, well actually while we're at the party, I'm like, this party low-key sucks, and he's like, leave. And I'm like, okay. And then he's like, do you both want to come over? And I was like, oh, both? That's what I knew, that 30 had a crush on Sahar.
Oh, he was vibing with me until that moment at least. I was down. I was like, I'm not trying to get into the hee-hee type shit because that's just not my thing, but like, I was like, yeah, let's go hang out. Like,
no, you had a little crush.
A little.
She was calling him her husband, so.
Okay, listen, I saw a little bit of husband potential in him, but it gets ruined within 5 minutes of entering into their place, so. Then we go to their place, and by their place, it was actor's place.
Yes.
And at first, I want to say the vibes were great. Like, they were cute.
Oh, you guys were being cute as together.
Okay, we were being kind of cute. I'm not gonna deny it.
She hurt her finger on something.
Listen, his bandages, actor's bandages were very weird. They had like, you know how it's like when you open a band-aid, it's like the papers and you can like peel it off and then stick it on. It had 2 sides of stickers.
Yeah,
so I peeled off the wrong
those.
side first, and then I fucked up a band-aid and I was like, okay, I can't do this. Like, can I get another one? And then 30 goes, let me help you so you don't mess it up again. And then he goes, where's the boo-boo? And then help. That was really cute.
He's like her little doctor.
It was cute. That was the one like cute moment. And then another one was we came up in our Halloween costume.
We looked good as
we did.
They honestly didn't deserve that.
Yeah,
It was very generous of us. It was very generous of us.
Very giving. Did actors start wearing the ears first?
No, I think 30-year-old started wearing it first.
But I know I did say, do you want to wear it? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, do you want the bow tie? Because we had bow ties on too. And then he's like, yeah. And then I like put it on. It did feel very coupley.
It did feel very coupley.
Yeah.
And then her guy, 30-year-old's bow tie was crooked, and he's like, can you fix it for me? And then she did, and it was like a very, me and my guy were like, they're hitting it off. We were so happy. I felt like a proud mom.
A little time passed, okay? We were chilling. And then we're like in the kitchen, and 30-year-old had been making some cookies for us, okay? Like the ones that are already pre-cut and like pre-put that you literally just have to put the box. So I'm a sarcastic person, okay? Very sarcastic.
Especially when you're flirting.
Yeah, I'm a very sarcastic flirter. And some guys like it, some guys don't. In this case, I guess he didn't. He's like making these cookies, he just said something about like, oh yeah, like I made these cookies. And then I jokingly said, well, no, you didn't. And then he's like, what? Yeah, I did. And I was like, well, technically, like, he didn't make them, like, raw. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't put all the ingredients.
He didn't make the dough.
He didn't make the dough. He put them in the oven. That's all he did. He put them in the oven. And then he
Which is fine.
Yeah, which is fine. And I was joking. I said it as a joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And listen, guys, I'd been sarcastic the entire night. Can you confirm? I was sarcastic the entire night.
They should have already known your personality at that point.
Like the entire night I was being sarcastic, and then I say this, and then he got so mad that I said he didn't make the cookies. Like literally World War III started over me saying you didn't make the cookies. And he's like, well, I
feel like it's because like the joke kept going, which you thought it was, but you thought he was matching your energy.
But no, he was getting mad. Like he was actually pissed. And then when he went, what did he say? He was like, well, I didn't have to make them. That's when I was like, oh, he's mad. Like, he's actually mad. And then I was like, you know what? You're right. You didn't have to, so thank you. He's like,
but what do you mean? Yeah, the cookies just got up on their 2 legs by themselves and put themselves in the oven?
Okay, you made them.
No,
you made them.
I'm like watching things go downhill, and I'm like,
yeah, that was the start, okay? I won't even put the next part of it. They just, I don't know, everything just went downhill, and then a third thing happened. Again, I won't include that. Brianna can confirm that I didn't do anything wrong. Like, it was just my sarcasticness that they took very seriously.
It was just, the energy was not being matched. Everything just felt a little intense.
Oh, I hated everything after that. I was like, I want to leave. Why am I here? Like, I didn't know what was happening. Yeah. And then I tried to leave, and then I got locked out of our Airbnb, so I had to go back. And then 30 and we had a good conversation. I'll give him that. I felt like friend vibes. But you know what vibe I got? I got like older brother, younger sister vibes from us. And I was like, you're 30 and I'm definitely
I'm glad that you guys had a redeeming conversation.
Yeah.
So it's not like too crazy.
I know, no tea, no shade. So basically everything that I said in this video, I said to his face. And then he kind of explained to me their perspective. Apparently I was too mean, not sarcastic, mean. Note taken. I'll never make a joke again because apparently I'm mean. Long story short, we hashed it out. We were good. Me and actor, I liked actor again after that. I was like, okay, yeah, he's actually cool. And then you could tell this part,
last night I see, oh my god, he has a close friend story. I click on it and it's them filming a skit. It's literally a skit.
Scripted.
And it says like, if you know, you know. And it's this guy like, opening the oven and there's cookies inside, and he's like, oh shit, that's crazy, you made cookies? And then my guy's like, well, you didn't make them. And then it just pans to like a 30-year-old, he's just like, and I'm like, they literally just made a skit for us on Close Friends. No one else would get the joke.
Yeah, why would he say if you know, you know, and only you get it?
Literally.
I wasn't even on it. If I was on it, at least he'd be like, oh, like, no, like it was just her.
Anyways, actor's coming over again tonight. You will probably never see 30-year-old again.
We're chill. I don't dislike him or anything. It's just like, I just think he's 30 and I'm 22.
Okay, now that we got all that off our chest, let's see our next topic.
How about slut shaming? I saw that.
I was thinking that.
I think that's a good one.
Okay. I'm trying to think of an example of when I've been slut shamed, because I don't slut shame people.
I don't either. I definitely did when I was younger because I was a stupid
I probably
teenager.
did too.
Yeah. Slut shaming. I did get slut shamed a lot in high school because that was kind of my slut phase. I remember this one time, these two girls, one of her ex-boyfriend liked me, okay? And then this other girl, her and her boyfriend, him and I were friends. Not super close, but we just like Snapchat and stuff. And then they broke up. But he was coming to me to talk about her because he was so heartbroken over her.
Yeah.
And I was one of his only like girlfriends. So I would give him advice and shit, but I guess it like word got back to her that like him and I were talking, but I was like, it's about you, like whatever. And they posted on like a Finsta. The two girls had like a joint Finsta, and they posted like a selfie together, and they were like stupid slut is enjoying our sloppy seconds.
Oh my god.
And then they were roasting the out of me in the comments, being like, yeah, let's see you without all that ugly ass makeup, you fucking clown, you know. But I think it's stupid. It's not.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think I've really been slut shamed by girls, but I think it's also because in high school I was
You were the
opposite.
girl slut shaming.
No, I wasn't slut shaming people. I was just like, when people would tell me, I'd be like, what? Like, what was it like? Like, oh, like it was like they went to a whole different world that I didn't experience, and I just wanted to know like what to expect. I feel like I wasn't slut shaming, but I feel like the most slut shaming I felt has been from guys. Because I feel like guys low-key do judge you based on like how many people you've slept with.
I don't think guys have slut shaming.
They're not calling me a slut,
But they're just
but it's
judging
like
you.
I know that if I tell them my number, they will have an opinion on it.
It's like you're exploring like what you like, what you don't like, your sexuality or whatever. Like, I don't think it's fair to judge someone for trying to like figure it out. I don't judge people for how you could sleep with 100 people, you could sleep with blah blah blah, do whatever. I don't care. I judge though if you hurt the people that care about you and stuff in the process. Like if you're hooking up with your friend's boyfriend, or like hooking up with a friend that your best friend, a guy that your best friend likes, and if you keep up with my shit, you know that's something I dealt with very severely. Like that's when I will slut shame. Not even slut shame, but I would. That's where I'm like, you're not a good person.
Yeah.
Like why? I don't think any hookup, anything like that is worth like hurting your friends.
Yeah, I think as long as you're being honest with the people that you are hooking up with, like if you're not using protection, I think that's something that needs to be communicated. Like if you're doing that with multiple people, like people should know what they're risking, I guess, when they participate. They should know, like, it's just all about respect, I think. And if you are respectful to everyone that you sleep with, I don't think there's a problem.
At the end of the day, you do you, live your life, but I think, like, I feel like you especially, you were pretty good. Like, don't you feel like good about being so good and like conservative growing up?
I think I also, like, I really grew up in a bubble, and I feel like in some ways I matured later than like a lot of people my age. So I don't think I would have been ready to have sex before the age that I did. But I think everyone's different. Like I think there are some people that are ready at a younger age, but I think for me, waiting till 21 was great.
I just think the biggest tip I want to just give, and this is like if I have kids, this is what I would like teach them, is like do that shit with someone who respects you. Not even like a boyfriend, because a boyfriend could maybe not even respect you.
Oh,
like,
my boyfriend did not respect me.
Yeah.
I've literally had like little, honestly, actor, I think respects me more
Actor
than my
does respect.
boyfriend.
Actor's nice. We love Actor. Boyfriends could not respect you. Like your husband could maybe even not respect you. Make sure they actually value you as a person and stuff before you do anything.
I feel like something that we could both talk about is body insecurity, because that's something we've been discussing like off camera a lot. Yesterday we showed each other our boobs.
Yes. It was the funniest thing I've ever witnessed in my entire life. Listen, because I'm very insecure of my boobs. Like very to like a disgusting amount. That's probably, I want to say, the number one thing I'm insecure about. Like everything else I can kind of like, there's times where I like my stomach, there's times where I like my butt. My boobs, I never like my boobs ever. Like even when my nipples are hard, I don't like my boobs.
It's because of something someone said to you years ago.
Yeah.
That stuck with you, because you genuine, I've seen them now. She has no reason to be insecure about that. But you know, things that people have said to me in my past have stuck with me too.
When I was like 15, basically like something, I'm not gonna get into details, but something happened and like there was word going around about my boobs and guys were just saying really mean things about them and whatever. And ever since then, I have not been comfortable with my boobs whatsoever. But yeah, to this day, That happened when I was 15. I'm 22 now, and I'm still insecure to this day about it. Please be nice when you're young.
I feel more insecure in clothes.
She's very confident naked. She likes how she looks naked a lot.
Okay, I think because when I am like naked, I get a lot of positive feedback because obviously the person you're with is like, I mean, they should be nice to you. When I'm like with my friends or something and I'm like taking photos or whatever, I'll look at it and be like, oh my god, I look terrible next to them. So I'm always comparing myself to like the girls around me, and I feel like I feel more insecure when I'm in a group of girls because I'm like, oh, I'm the ugly friend. Oh, I don't look as good as them. Whereas when I'm naked, I'm alone.
Because Brianna and I have talked about this too, like on this show, where we both like don't even try to fight me. I know I'm conventionally pretty, and Brianna knows she's conventionally pretty. Like, we do have some pretty privilege to an extent, like, you know what I mean? Like,
but I also don't think I'm ever the most beautiful person.
No, that's never, I don't feel like that either. Like, and what you were saying, like with your friends thing, I have a lot of friends either where one, they're like super stunning, like they're just so pretty that everybody's always hitting on them, or I have other friends who are like pretty, but then they also have this like alluring like energy that like attracts people to them.
There's literally been times where I'll be in a group of friends and a guy will approach me and I'm genuinely confused.
Yeah.
Like there was this one time, this one guy approached me, and this is to this day, this guy lives rent-free in my head. I'm obsessed with him. But he came up to me and I was genuinely like, there's no way this guy is interested in me. I was with Adeline and Mai at the time, and like I was like, he wants one of them. Like I was convinced that he was like using me to get to them or something. Like it took me a while to be like, oh no, this guy is actually, it's me that he wants.
Yeah. And Brianna and I are both taller as well, like not aggressively tall. Like I'm like 5'7". Are you?
I'm 5'6".
Like taller. A lot of people would call us tall. A lot of guys.
A lot of my friends are 5'1", so
yeah, most of my friends are under 5'4". Yeah, so compared to them, we're pretty tall. Like even yesterday, we did like a photo shoot with a bunch of the girls. We were the only tall ones. Everyone else was under 5'2". Like that was.
So like either squat or you're in the back.
Yeah, I think that also kind of contributes to like being insecure, because like I always felt like I was the one like taking up so much space, and like I'd always be like, you know, like trying to keep myself small. I was always so jealous of the girls who were so cute and small and petite, and like I was always the like all my friends cute here. They'd be wearing heels and they're like this tall, and I'm not even in heels, and I'm still like way above them.
Yeah, my body dysmorphia is so strong that I'm convinced that I am huge. I think it's like the tallness contributes a lot to that, but I don't know.
And the tallness,
I think I've also gone for skinny guys in the past, and like I'll see my leg next to their leg and it's like, it like messes with your head.
For me, it's when I see like their torso to my torso, and I'm like, like I'm huge, and like there's nothing wrong with anybody's bodies or anything, but it's just like I don't know, just the way we've been like conditioned. Like society has created this idea that like the guys need to be the bigger, like whatever, and you're supposed to be the small, petite, feminine one, and like guys like girls who are really like small and like feminine and
I've also had guys literally vocalize the fact that I'm bigger than the girls I normally go for.
Yeah, that's up.
They'll also be like, at least you have boobs.
No, I've had a lot of guys, especially in high school, they would always be like, you're pretty tall for a girl.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. No, like I never realized how bad my body dysmorphia is until other people tell me what my body looks like.
And it's crazy because our bodies are perfectly healthy.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with them.
Yes.
Okay, wait, I kind of like this one. Red flags to look for when starting to date someone new. A red flag that I had with Jeep guy, who you may recall, he would avoid conversation or like communication at all costs. Like when there was an issue, he just wanted to sweep it under the rug. He wanted to talk like nothing happened. Like I swear to God, we ended things because of the smallest little like issue. Like it was not a big issue. We could have resolved it in 5 minutes. I asked him to call me and then he avoided calling me for 2 weeks. So like this small little issue snowballed into like this giant issue. He was trying to like talk to me still. He wanted to like text me, he wanted to Snapchat me, he wanted to hang out. But I was like, okay, we can do those things, but like I want to discuss this first. And he simply like would shut down and avoid it, and I was like, if you're not gonna talk to me about this issue, like what are we doing? Like I'm like, I don't want to be in this. He ultimately just avoided it to the point where I was like, okay, goodbye, I'm out. And it's like, it was literally, I don't even remember what the original issue was.
The one guy that I talked to a while ago, guys, I don't talk to guys. I really don't even have a lot. That's why this whole 30-year-old situation is like such a story for us, because I don't talk to people. The one guy I can remember that Brianna knows I've been obsessed with, but it's over now, okay? One of his red flags was he got mad when I didn't want to do anything.
No, that's literally a giant red flag.
Because I just wasn't ready. That's just not, I'm not like the type that will just like immediately do anything like or anything, so.
And even if like, say you guys weren't on the same page, like he wanted to hook up, you didn't, you don't get mad about that.
He was just like, it wasn't even mad, he just completely shifted his energy. He went from this really nice guy to kind of being like,
I don't like that.
Like he made me feel like shit after the fact, to be honest. Oh, and then another thing, he would flirt with my friends. Like, aggressively flirt with them to the point that I started crying one night.
Oh.
Because it brought me back to my trauma of that one friend of mine who the guy I was in love with and then tried to marry her within 2 months of knowing her, and then she went back to her ex who gave her an STD.
I feel like you need to go to therapy.
I did go to a lot of therapy after that. One of the red flags of the guy I was in love with for 5 years, he had this girlfriend he was always on and off with, and whenever they were off, he would flirt with me all the time. We'd basically act like a couple. I would leave the parties that I was at in college, go home and start FaceTiming him at like midnight until 5 a.m. every weekend, and then he would just randomly get back together with his girlfriend and stop talking to me. This went on for years. No, he broke my heart, but it's okay.
Okay, red flag.
Do not f around with a guy who has a girlfriend that he's like dealing with. I mean, he's so serious. Do not do that. If he has a girlfriend that he's on and off with, don't get involved in that mess.
Okay, I think Panama Man's only red flag that I can think of is that he definitely was the bad guy in like past relationships or like things, and he was honest with me about it, so it's like, oh my god, he's grown. Also, I know he had like some issues with some friends. I don't know, if someone kind of seems to be the common factor in a lot of issues, maybe there's a reason. I think that's honestly like all that I can think of off the top of my head.
I mean, I feel like these are pretty obvious red flags, but you know, when you got rose-colored glasses on, a lot of things look the same color, so you don't realize.
Yeah, dealing with a breakup where the guy broke up with you because of your personality.
Okay, every guy I've known has ghosted me because of my personality, so.
Okay, you speak on this.
Wait, you've never had that happen?
I leave everyone.
Okay, listen,
But it's because they give me no option. If you give me a reason to leave, I will. That's how I work. I'm not gonna overlook cheating. I'm not gonna overlook not communicating. I don't need you that badly.
See, I'm a stupid idiot, so I do overlook those things. There's 2 versions of me that have existed in this lifetime. There's we're gonna call it summer 2020, which was when my friends started f***ing the guy I was in love with, and then, you know, that whole trauma situation. The version of me before then was getting left all the time for my personality. But then there's a version of me now, which is like after trauma, after therapy, after whatever, and you know, I am now in my Brianna era where I do ghost everybody, and Brianna says a guy could breathe and I would get the ick.
Oh yeah, you're actually extreme with that now.
Yeah, I am, you see.
I feel like I've never been like left for my personality necessarily, but I have wondered if like, oh, if I was more pretty, if I was funnier, if I...
For me it was always if I was more confident, then they wouldn't have done that. Like I was like, if I was more confident, they would have respected me more. And now let me say this, as a person who's confident or way more confident than I used to be, people will still disrespect you, but it's your choice how you handle that disrespect. The thing is, I think most people, our personalities change when we like someone, so I don't think it's necessarily they're leaving you because of your personality, because that's what initially drew them in, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
But then I think they're leaving you for the new personality that you pulled out. And you also have to be able to acknowledge, like, sometimes people just don't click, you know? Like, me and 30-year-old, we didn't click, like, and you might have different interests, and that's okay. Like, you have to take in, like, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just, like, 2 puzzle pieces that are too different. They're just not gonna fit. Like, how are we gonna, you know?
I agree.
And that's okay.
Okay, I actually think this is a really interesting topic. My best friend and I are drifting apart. Help. Have you experienced that, like friendships drifting?
Yeah, have you?
Yeah. And I think it can go like so many different ways. It's not like, oh, every friendship that drifts apart follows this like timeline. Like I feel like they're all like
okay, because I've had a lot of friendship breakups, like where I had a group of friends, we were best friends in all of like elementary school and like up until like grade 9, I want to say. And then after grade 9 we drifted, and then in first year college we became best friends again. So we were drifted for like 3-4 years, but then we became close again. Yeah. So like, I don't know, you're right, like every friendship breakup, every friendship takes like a different, and then there's some friendships like
some friendship drifts apart and there's like bitterness, and sometimes it's like there's still so much love there. It's just like you're in different
stages
places. But I think if it is drifting, sometimes you do just have to let it happen. Like I feel like you can't hold on to people.
You can't fight for it.
If you're going in two different directions.
Listen, I agree with that so strongly, and I think the more you fight for, like, if you're the one leaving the friend, you know how there's always one person who's trying to stay in the friendship more than the other?
Yeah.
Or like there's one person kind of leaving it and the other person trying to be like, no, come back. I've been both characters, and as the person who is leaving, it made me want to leave more. When they were trying so hard to be like, no, like don't go, don't go, don't. It made me be like, you're not giving me the space I need. You're not giving me like the whatever.
I think that is really important with friendships, is like communication. If you're feeling that drift and you don't want it to drift, like you want this person to still be in your life, I think you need to really hear them when they're speaking about like inquire why they're not trying to hang out, or they're like whatever. Like I think you need to listen to them, because they'll probably tell you what the problem is, or like why.
But sometimes it's not even like a problem. I feel like it's just, you know, growing apart. Like I've had friendships where they didn't really do anything, but I was like, we're just not like we're not lining up. It sounds so bad, but I don't think there's much you can do. Like I don't think you can save a friendship if someone wants to leave it. And don't keep friendships longer than their expiration date, to be honest. That's another tip.
Yeah.
I think that's when resentment and stuff comes. If you can tell you don't care about this person anymore, you don't, there's no love and like whatever, it's better to just do that.
Anyways, we got really heated into a lot of different topics.
I love it.
This is literally what we do when we're not filming.
This is literally our conversation while Actors Show is playing in the background.
How much of your coffee is gone?
Not that much.
Well,
yay, wow.
Cheers. We're gonna film the next part on Sahar's channel,
so go to my channel.
If you want even more of us being annoying and ranting.
Yes. And also, if you like my ring, check out my collab with Every Jewel.
Oh, okay.
Okay, never mind. Don't go to Every Jewel.
No, let's go to Every Jewel. She has a tote bag that I really like.
Yeah, it's a cute tote bag.
I do also wear your necklace a lot.
You do. She wears my Protect Your Peace necklace all the time. It makes me so happy. Please check out my socials. Sahar Dahi, Saharu.
Check out our YouTube. She's very active on the YouTube shorts.
Yes.
Anyways, let's cheers the camera. Bye!